Good morning, people. My name is Ghoti, according to my web sources. Anyways, I would like to read to you one more time from my book, Ante Up, the High Stakes Games of Life. Now, what I would like to read to you first on this Sunday with Ghoti is the Roots of Ghoti. Many a great man has walked the earth in history. Most of these greats, even a greater mystery. Jesus, Mohammed, Siddhartha, and the great Buddha too, Gandhi, Lincoln, and King, just to name a few. With great knowledge, shared with so many, what is the one true way, if there is any, to enter the pearly gates through the nirvana way? For we were not put in this existence for us to stay. Share your wealth and love with your fellow man. This we should spread all throughout the land. Ubuntu, chakra, karma, and prayer as well. Great meditations, all created to save us from hell. Allah, Jehovah, Buddha are names in which we give God and have the true one before we are placed in the sod. A self-assurance so great we take a life in His name. To be guided by the divine is what we shall proclaim. Others may say you never know till it's too late to tell, but does freedom of religion even ring a bell? I would like to talk to you today about the philosophy of one being concrete, which is one reason why I come to you being backed by my very own wheel of logic. I am not the smartest of people, and I will be the first to say this. I don't know it all. I am a long way from knowing it all. As a matter of fact, if I was to say anything, I would say that I am a know-it-nothing more than a know-it-all. But the philosophy of concreteness, my very own wheel of logic has went through many different stages before it got to where it is today. And even yet to this day, I allow it to be a certain bit of changing done to it, because I will read to you from within the box in the book Ante Up a passage that I would like to read on my concept of concrete philosophy. I know it has been said that we must be solid in our stance. This may be so. The fact that exists, when our stance is ignorance, we must remain vigilant, not blind. However, I say that if your philosophy is concrete, then you will allow time to crumble your philosophy, thereby leaving you lost in the sands of time. Allow your philosophy to be fluid, ever flowing and changing, as much as the river of time is ever flowing and changing. This allows you to flow into the oceans of eternity. Now, if you take and believe that you have to follow the words of one that has a good philosophy to the T, then you're doing nothing more than creating a religion, and this is not what I want to create. I want to create something where we can look at each other as individual, respectful creatures and allow each individual to contribute equally to the sands of time instead of leaving it lost on one person, because we are the sands of time who is smothering this one individual into non-existence. And I think it is time that we stop this and realize that we, as humane creatures, need to move on and no longer worship the inhumane who destroyed such a leader who was trying to get us to better ourselves, whenever in fact all we are doing is destroying each other in the same manner that everybody destroyed him by beating each other down with what has been the ways of the past, trying to keep them because we're afraid to move into the future. Tomorrow is coming. It was coming yesterday, and it's here today. And there's nothing we can do about it, but accept that we need to move. And since we are here today waiting on tomorrow, we need to move into that tomorrow, not yesterday. For we already done that. We need to move into that tomorrow of today now. So, people, think about what you're doing and see if what you're doing is so concrete and solid that we must beat it down with the sands of time. For even if it takes 2,000 years, someone will come along and replace what it was that you have put your faith and your hopes and your desires in. And that someone is not me, because I'm not Discusing Ghoti. I just know the guy. And as a friend of Discusing Ghoti, I'm asking, please, before you cast your nets, go deep.